Good morning, Wellers, and welcome to the WCPS News Network. My name is Mr. Craven. Today is Friday, February 25th, and it is day 6. Now let's shout out our good friends at Stubby's. Located on the Strip at 8 Broad Street, Stubby's has been serving breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late-night food to the people of Nantucket since 2000. They have the most delicious food on the fly that you could possibly imagine. So whether it's the tasty egg sandwich in the morning, a classic burger for lunch, a healthy salad for dinner, or a nice Jamaican jerk chicken sandwich for that late-night craving, you gotta go to Stubby's. Speaking of food, today's lunch will be classic cheese pizza. For weather, it will be windy with periods of snow early in the morning, changing to rain late, and temperatures will peak in the low 40s. Don't forget Mr. Millen's Games Club will meet today after school, but there will be no jewelry club today. And now a message from Miss Minori. Many of you 8th graders have still not turned in their baby pictures for the yearbook. Please bring them in as soon as you return from break. By the way, can anybody guess who these two cuties are? In sports yesterday, the girls' varsity hockey team finished out their season with a huge win when they beat our rivals over on Martha's Vineyard by a score of 4-0. Unfortunately, our boys' JV hockey team lost to Nauset 5-1. Now it's time for another installment of our Friday special guests. You all know and love this amazing lady who is now in her 4th year of working at CPS and her 3rd year as the 6th grade wellness teacher. Let's give a huge CPS welcome to the phenomenal Miss Gallugi. Yeah! Thank you for joining us, Miss G.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's start with the basics. Where were you born and raised, and how did you end up in Nantucket?
So I was born in Reading, Massachusetts, which is north of Boston. And I was a summer kid on Nantucket. I summered here my whole life. After college, I got a teaching job, and I decided to stay.
Awesome. How do you spend your summer vacations, and what do you like to do in your free time?
I like to go to the beach. I like to hang out with my family. I also have another job where I like to spend a lot of my time, hang out with my friends. That's really it.
Yeah, you're busy. I see you out and about all the time.
Yeah, I am.
How did you know that you wanted to be a PE teacher, and what's your favorite part of the job?
So I actually had a phys ed teacher in 7th grade, Mr. Goodhue, who now, rest in peace. But he helped me decide. I wasn't really the best student, and I excelled in phys ed. And ever since then, I just really enjoyed it. And I thought that I could help students have an outlook in school in phys ed, and yeah, so I went to school for it.
That's awesome. Having those teachers that make a difference are really huge.
It's great.
So what sports did you play when you were younger, and were you really competitive?
Yes. My main sport was swimming. I swam for 17 years of my life. I also played lacrosse, soccer, tennis. I kind of did it all, but mostly I did swimming. I was on 2 different teams. I would say I was pretty competitive.
That's awesome. And speaking of swimming, can you tell us about your career as a swimming coach and if you're planning to continue coaching? Are you still competitive?
Yeah, so I started here on Nantucket with the club team, the Nantucket Dolphins, and then I decided that I wanted to do the high school team. So now this is my 3rd year as the high school assistant coach, and I would say that sometimes I'm a little too competitive.
It happens. What message would you like to send to the students about physical fitness and leading a healthy lifestyle in general?
I have one short and sweet message, and it is everything in moderation.
That's awesome. Good advice. Somebody told us that you were a huge Ed Sheeran fan, so what's your favorite song by him?
Let's just go with Bad Habits.
Well, we also heard you were a huge Justin Bieber fan. Have you ever seen him in concert? And what would you say to him if you actually got to meet him?
Oh, so I've been to a bunch of his concerts. Me and my sister are huge believers. Shout out Abby. I also got to FaceTime with him over quarantine.
Wow.
And I basically, if I met him right now, if he walked in the door, I would probably just say that I loved him.
Well, I'm just kidding. Well, Miss G, we're almost out of time, but before we go, because all your fans want to know, where is your favorite place to get ice cream on Nantucket, and what's your favorite flavor?
Right now I would go to Stop and Shop, and I would get half-baked Ben & Jerry's.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you very much for visiting us this morning here in the studio. We hope to have you back soon.
Thanks.
So that's all the news for today, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember to wear your masks while in school and follow all of our COVID-19 safety protocols. Have a great winter vacation, take care of yourselves and each other, and most importantly,
Be kind to one another.
Bye.
Nice job.